Karen demanded my private spot at a public park. Then Karma showed up with a tow truck. So, I, 25M, live near a really beautiful park that has a few tucked away spots only locals really know about. There's a small gravel path that leads to a peaceful lake inlet where people fish or kayak. It's not technically private, but there's a residents-only parking sign that deters most outsiders. Last weekend, I went early to do some fishing. I parked in my usual spot, unloaded my gear, and set up. About an hour in, I heard angry honking and turned around to see a large white SUV trying to wedge itself into a space way too small next to my car. I watched in disbelief as this woman, the full Karen starter pack, blonde bob, sunglasses on her head, giant coffee in hand, stomped over to me. Karen, you need to move your car. This spot is for visitors, not locals. Me, ma'am, it's a residents-only area. I live right up the road. Karen. Well, I'm visiting, and I need to park here for my son's soccer game. The other lot is full. I politely explained that this spot wasn't for general park events and that the sign was pretty clear. She huffed, called me a selfish jerk, and stormed off. 10 minutes later, I saw her park anyway on the grass next to a no parking on grass sign. She and her son, who looked like he wanted to disappear, walked off toward the main field. Now here's where Karma makes her entrance. Turns out, one of the neighbors saw her park illegally and called the community security, who do not play around here. About 20 minutes later, a tow truck arrived. I watched with a cold soda in hand as they photographed the SUV and began to hook it up. Cue Karen running back, shrieking. Karen, you can't tow that. I'm only parked here for a minute. My son's game isn't even over. Tow guy, ma'am, you parked on private grass property with clear signage. You're being towed. Karen looked at me like I had called them. Karen, this is your fault. You just had to be difficult. I hope you're happy. Me, you told me to move from my own neighborhood. I'm very happy. She argued and yelled, but the tow guy was stone cold. SUV gone in 5 minutes flat. She had to call an Uber and left her poor kid behind with some other parents. I overheard them saying she was always like this. I went back to my fishing spot, grinning like an idiot. Peace and quiet returned.